Hi, welcome to my channel. Josie here. I'm glad to have you back again. Hope you're doing well. I'm well myself, and I'm excited today to bring you my most recent make, and that's a coat, which is a first for me. It's the very first time I've made a coat, and I'm super excited. I couldn't wait to tell you all about it. And this coat I made during a patent testing process. Yes, which better way to make your very first coat but in a patent testing process. And if you're not aware of what goes on in a patent testing process, you put aside 2 weeks for the patent test. The first week you produce the first trial piece, then the second week produce the final garment. And yes, that means that I made 2 coats in a space of 2 weeks, and it can be terrifying. Definitely I was scared and terrified about it. I don't think it was that bad, but I dared to dip my toes into the coat making process, and I'm actually glad that I did. Probably hadn't I taken this step to make it during this time, I would probably have never made a coat. I've bought a number of coat patterns in hope that I will be making a coat. I bought this fabric 2 years ago, still hoping to use it to make a coat for that winter, but that never happened. So I'm really excited that I stepped in. I think if we are all scared of making coats, the best way to look at it is in such a way that making a coat, you still have to sew the same exact seams and the same techniques that you built up along your sewing journey are what you need to put into a coat, into making a coat. And if you have that at the back of your mind, I guess it eases you into the whole process. And it's not as terrifying. I've always had people tell me that it's not as scary, it's not as difficult as you can envision it. And I'm here to tell you that coat making is not as terrifying. And probably because the coat I decided to make was probably the easier version. But in all, I'm so excited. I'm super excited about this coat. And if you must know, really, I'm in nowhere unexperienced. So I've been using the sewing machine since I was 8 or 9. But I didn't get along to making proper clothes that I could wear. I did a few home furnishings here and there. And it's just 2.5 years ago that I decided to start making my own clothes. And I've never looked back. And over time, I've actually pushed myself and dared myself to sew more complicated pieces. And this time around, when the call out came, I wasn't sure whether I should apply, but I was like, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is me getting stranded, then communicate to the person in charge of the patent, and they give me the advice that I need. And I think that was the best way I could have made it. And I'm glad that I did, and I probably from now on, I hope to make a coat every winter in every color I've ever thought of, until I decide to return to Africa where I won't need coats. But let me tell you about this coat. This is the Octave coat by Love Notions, which was released yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean the 18th of November 2019. I was fortunate enough to have patent tested it, and I can't be any happier. And this is a coat I would recommend for beginner sewers, no beginner that you've never sewed anything, but if you've got your way to making garments that you wear, that you love, I bet this is a coat you can try. This is the Octave coat by Love Notions. It comes in a number of sizes, coming from size extra small to 5X. And the beauty with all Love Notions patterns, they come with full bust options. So if you're a lady who needs to do a full bust or full bust adjustment to your pattern pieces, you'll be so comfortable with Love Notion patterns because they tend to cater for that, which takes away the work from you. And this is the 4th time I'm testing a Love Notions patterns, and I love the way the patterns are written, and the instructions are really very good, and they always offer additional videos for those complicated parts. And this coat comes in 2 versions. It has a shawl collar, and this is what I went for, this option. And then it also has a hoodie option. I decided not to go for the hoodie option. I would rather, if I'm making a dress coat, I omit the hood. If I need a hood to cover my hair, then I go for the waterproof bubble padded jackets, if I make sense with that. So I decided to go for the collar because it makes it feel more dressy. And then also it comes with a button option If you want it semi-fitted, you could go for the button option, and it gives you such a fit. And there's also the belt version, so you could have one of each. The belt version, which helps it make it more fitted onto the body, and I decided to go for both because I could. If you can do both, why not? Why choose one when you can have both? And the same jacket comes with, you can make it unlined or lined, and guess what? I decided to go for the lines. I think I went for all the complicated bits of the pattern, and I decided to line it with this paisley fabric lining I bought from my local fabric shop, B&M Fabrics in Leeds, and it blends in nicely, but it gives it another touch to it. So I like how this jacket came along. I love the fit it offers. Oh, if I have not told you, I made extra small. If you've been to my channel long enough, you probably know that I'm quite small. I always tend to make the smallest size or the second smallest size of most patterns. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I decided to go into dressmaking, because I always fail to find clothes that fitted me right without going to the kids section in a store. So when I make my own clothes, I make them the right fit that I would love. And I could give you a twirl and you look at how this coat fits onto my body. Let me give you a twirl. And some interesting features about this coat. The front piece comes in 3 pieces. We've got the collar, which runs up to the very back. The collar option, which runs from the back and comes up to down here. Then the second piece, the second and the third form a princess seam, which doesn't go up to the bottom. It comes from here, then connects to the side seam. And while at it, it forms the pocket. So the upper piece comes with one pocket piece, and this other piece that runs from here forms the second pocket piece, which is sewed together to create the pockets, the front pockets. And they actually came along very easy. The only part of this coat making that wasn't for the beginner was this part, because when you join these seams, the pockets together and come into this seam, you had to pull the fabric across. I can't describe it, but unless you look at it, but you had to pull one fabric and alter it, give it, was it a 180 or more than a 180 degrees of turn for you to be able to create this seam, which actually came together well. And the pattern comes with a video that would help you with making this seam right tutorial, so that helps a lot. And I love how this pattern came along, and I can't fault it. Probably next time what I might have to do, because I decided to put the belt loops where the notch was, forgetting that I actually have a shorter torso. My torso, is it the torso? Yeah. My torso is quite short, so I always end up having to reduce the body pieces of most patterns I make. So probably I'll go in and put the belt loops a bit higher. But other than that, I love this coat. I'm not planning to take it off. I've gotten a number of compliments every time I've worn it. I only completed it Friday last week, and I've not taken it off, and every time I wear it out, I get loads of compliments, and I'm so glad, and I'm always happy to tell them that I made them, and I show them the lining inside. So having good linings in coats that you've made yourself is really a bonus, because that's when you show off also the lining inside, because most times we make clothes and forget that we've invested in a good lining that should make the coat look nice. This is a beautiful coat, and if you're interested in purchasing this coat, it's on sale right now. Right now being today is the 19th of November 2019, and it's on sale up to Sunday, and today is a Tuesday, up to Sunday in a sale. And I've got an affiliate link that I'll link at the bottom. That only means that if you purchase the pattern through my link, I get a small commission, but you're under no obligation to use my link. But it's a wonderful coat. So if you've been scared of coat making, take it from me. I'm nowhere an experienced sewer, but if I manage to make this coat, and it's actually wearable. I can't recommend this coat enough to anyone who is interested in making their very first coat. I'm so glad I took the challenge to make a coat during a pattern testing process, and a coat that's wearable. I just feel like that challenge is off my shoulder because I've been putting aside coat making and jeans making, but now I know with the coat now out of the way, the only challenge I have to undertake is making jeans, and probably next year that will be something I'll be taking on. I'm so glad with how this coat came along. If you're a beginner and you made a few garments that you're happy with, take it from me, you can make this coat. It's one of the easiest coats to make. Easiest, how many have I made? It's the easiest because I was able to make one that's wearable and I'm proud to wear out. Thank you very much. Let me know what you think. Is this a coat you'd make? Do you find the features exciting and attractive enough to want to buy it? Thank you for watching. I thought I would show you this coat while it's still on sale, that you can get while it's still on sale and you can get a discount. You could go purchase the coat and give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? As long as you don't make your trial piece in your precious fabric, get a fleece, and actually you can have your trial piece in a fleece and see how it fits. If you like it, you could go ahead and cut into your precious fabric. Thank you for watching. And if you've come this far and you're not subscribed to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing, and like and comment on this video. Let me know what you think. I endeavor to reply each and every comment left on my channel. And thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.